the LeMans car here. You now have all 5 blues that existed on the C6 platform. Jetstream, Supersonic, Night Race, Carlisle, and LeMans. You want to see the car, don't you? Perfect. So without further delay, please, ladies, hold the cover up and let's see the LeMans Blue ZR1. For those of you who don't know, they made the C6 ZR1 from 09 to 13. Before the first one came off the line, they sold it at auction, VIN number 1, and it was special because it was number 1 and because it was a certain color, and that color was LeMans Blue. Now, LeMans Blue itself is not special. You can buy a Z06 of that vintage in LeMans Blue. You can buy them today. There's nothing super weird about it, but they only made this first ZR1 in that color. And they had an auction at Barrett-Jackson, and that auction went for $1 million.
Sold $1 million, ladies and gentlemen. Sold for $1 million. Where is it?
Now, I've been buying ZR1s for 4 or 5 years now, and I had no idea about this LeMans Blue ZR1 until probably 3 years ago. That's how rare it is. You don't see pictures of it. Any video you see is from 08, 09, and is grainy, and it looks vintage to that era, which is now, 14 years or so ago. So I bought this car on my buddy Shane Carey's prodding because it had a salvage title, it was a good deal, and it was a solid car. And it was cyber gray metallic, which is like the ones out front there. And I got to noodling with my buddy, with Tom's help. Tom painted this car, and Tom's painted a few cars here. So with Tom's help and Shane's help and a few other folks' help, I thought, what coolness factor would it be to recreate this LeMans Blue thing? So I posted on Instagram, like, hey, I have an idea, and nobody gave a shit because it's a car color, right? And that's what it is. That alone was like, I gotta do this. It's that stupid and weird and nobody cares that it's worth, it's worth recreating it. So if you follow me on Instagram, you'll have seen this car completely in pieces. Like literally, the cool thing about a Corvette is you can repaint it and there is no semblance of the prior color because the engine bay is black. They're all black. There's nothing else on the car that can't be taken off and painted except for, as Tom will tell you, the door sills. So they have the entire car apart, all the parts were painted off the car, the sills are painted on, obviously, and all put back together. So the recreation finished, well, it was finished about 6 hours ago. When the CT Performance team put the final bits on, it got finished being painted last week. And Tom and Alex is here somewhere. Alex is here, so they work at Gerber in an hour. They did a bang-up job. We had time constraints, and I know Alex, you did some of the interior cleaning, and Tom stayed after to polish it, and the guys at Gerber did a great job at just making it work. I got no discount, unfortunately, because I don't think I did. With the LeMans car here, you now have all 5 blues that existed on the C6 platform. Jetstream, Supersonic, Night Race, Carlisle, and LeMans. You want to see the car, don't you? Perfect. So without further delay, please, ladies, hold the cover up and let's see the LeMans Blue ZR1. Thanks for watching to the end, you guys. If you want more car content from DDX Auto, by all means, like, subscribe, and all that BS. And catch us on Instagram too at ddxauto.